everyone, my name is Liang Fengyong. Today I'm going to share some thoughts with my group members about our approach to communication. So first of all, I will introduce to you guys the members of our group. We got Jocelyn Chua Ming Ming, Kimberly Ng Sing Yuan, Tam Boon Chang, Marcus Liu Wai Kit, and Leong Jia Jia. And the last is me, Liang Fengyong. So here we go.
Sponsored by Starbucks Coffee. Thank you very much.
Introduction of communication. So what is communication? Alright, let me show you. In my opinion, basically communication is necessary to life existence and survival, as well as the survival of an organization. So in the slide, you can see that the progress of communication is developing and sharing, among other things, is in ideas, informations, view, facts, and emotion. Because good communication does pay attention to what others are saying and respect different opinions. So communication also helps us at work. For example, managers have to coordinate the human and the physical part of an organization to keep it running smoothly and efficiently. We can also improve management efficiency through effective communication. So communication is very important part for our work and life. Next, I will pass to my roommate Jia Jia to present about her point of describe good communications.
Hello everyone, my name is Leong Jia Jia. I would like to talk about group communication. The phrase group communication refers to the communications that group members communicate. These communications, whether verbal or non-verbal, are crucial to groups because it is via exchange of message that group members participate, preserve group identity, set objectives, inspire participation, and perform a variety of other things that keep the group together. There are 5 types of group communication. There is verbal, non-verbal, technology-driven, in-person, and virtual. Verbal group communication entails members of a group conversing with one another about a topic or agenda and establishing a consensus through everyone's input and feedback. It might be a seminar attended by the target audience in marketing. Nonverbal communication occurs when a group communicates via nonverbal clues but understands the message and makes an effective choice. In today's lingo, technology-driven group communication has become increasingly important. Social media, forums, customer service channels, and webinars are always for people to communicate. Many individuals can work together to achieve a goal using technology. In-person communication is a sort of virtual communication in which individuals meet in person and communicate directly without the use of technology. This may be a group of friends getting together for dinner or a marketer inviting some potential buyers to a product demonstration. Virtual is a novel sort of group communication in which a group of people may connect via an application and engage with one another in real time via voice and video as if they are sitting together in the same place. Group communication is important because it is via messaging that groups make choices, handle conflicts, and establish the rapport required to keep the group going in tough situations. Clear group communication makes these things clear, making deadlines less stressful and objectives easily fulfilled and exceeded. Group communication establishes trust among groupmates, allowing excellent connection to take root and thrive. And now I would like to pass back to my groupmate Dave for his part.
Alright, coming on next is the barriers of communication. I have 2 communication barriers that I would like to share with you guys. The first begin is psychological barriers. People's psychological state is represented by psychological factors. The outcome of our communication can be influenced by our emotions, like moods, noisy, insight are all common emotion discretions. For example, in a happy environment, communication flow is naturally. However, when we are in a bad mood, we usually reluctant to communicate with others, and the result of communication are often less hopeful. Next, personal barriers. Personal barriers are another common communication barriers. Some people are timid, shy, lack confidence, and have difficulty communicating with others. It's all come from the fact we are still not confident or shy when it's coming to communications. Although we have the ability, we prefer to keep it hidden. For example, in college, when a teacher asks a question in physical class, no one dares to answer even though we all know the answer. However, we will be very active in answering or asking questions during online class. This is a very normal Indian phenomenon and we need to break through the level of our heart. Yeah, that's all my barriers of my opinion. Next, I will pass to Marcus to let him present about his point.
Thank you, Dave. My name is Waikit, and I would like to present about the communication barriers during an interview.
The candidate should avoid using industry jargon. Every industry has its own set of jargon and lingo. While employing these phrases may seem to be more efficient at times, but it might be confusing to individuals who are unfamiliar with the field. When you use jargon or extremely technical language, you risk attracting your communication and making it more difficult to others to understand important messages. Instead, avoid using jargon and dictionary abbreviations. Well, someone in the marketing or sales may be familiar with the term KPI, which stands for Key Performance Indicator, and is a value that an organization evaluates to assess how effectively a corporation is reaching a business objective. By taking the time to explain the term, you can ensure everyone comprehends your message. Doing so also helps people feel more included. We should avoid providing too much information at once. During an interview, when you're representing to the interviewer, you should make your message short and simple, which makes the interviewer to understand easily. You may believe that the more information you present, the clearer the message is and the more powerful you are. But providing too much information during an interview might muddle your message and make it difficult for your interviewer to understand. To make it easier for people to comprehend your message, keep your explanation concise and only share what's relevant to them. Thus, you must also provide a time for a question and answer session with your interviewer, whether it is at the end or during the discussion, and this is a good time to share additional details that they are ready to consume. We must express ourselves with differing communication skills during an interview. I believe that everyone has their own unique communication style. Some people are overly expressive while others maintain a neutral tone. For example, we can use hand gestures when speaking in front of the interviewer. Sometimes, these differences can become communication barriers. For instance, someone who communicates in great detail and specificity may struggle to comprehend someone who likes to communicate in generalities. Furthermore, we must also use good communication skills as feeling confident to present yourself during an interview and provide a good communication method towards the interviewer in order to provide a good impression of you.
That's all from me. Thank you.
Good morning. Please have a seat.
Sir, my name is Lee Waikit, and here's my resume.
Alright. Well, I am going through your resume. Please talk about yourself.
My name is Lee Waikit. I was born on 18 January 2000 and I'm 22 this year. I have graduated from Inti International University in degree of marketing. I usually have a job in the pub and my hometown is located in Kulim Kedah. My family consists of 5 family members.
That's great. What are your skills and what makes you think that you should this position?
For me, I'm a very experienced working partner and I'm capable of handling customers' issues. I'm also well trained to communicate with customers. During my past working experience, I used to communicate and handling problems that are faced by a customer. Furthermore, during my journey at my previous company, I used to hit the KPI that my company has created for me, and I used to be the top sales in my team. In my opinion, I believe that I'm capable in this role as I'm a good working partner that helps the company to gain more KPI and create more revenue in order to help the company grow stronger.
Would you mind explaining the meaning of KPI?
KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator, a quantifiable measure of performance over time for a specific objective. KPI provides targets for teams to shoot for, milestones to gauge progress, and insights that help people across to the organization to make better decisions.
Lastly, how do you know our company and why you want to choose our company?
Well, I know that you're one of the biggest cosmetic company in Malaysia. This cosmetic company usually pops up on the social media very often, and I have read that you're very famous around the world. If I have the opportunity to work here, I will be able to meet more new people and learn the way of selling cosmetic.
Alright, do you have any question to ask?
No, that's all, sir. I'm looking forward to start my journey here at this cosmetic company.
Thank you for your time, and we will call you once your application is accepted.
That's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcus. Hello everyone, my name is Sang Xing Yuan. I will continue our presentation with suggest and explain 5 ways to have an effective group communication. The first way to have an effective group communication is a productive meetings. It is easier to communicate and share our passion and idea to group members. Furthermore, they will not only hear but can also see and feel what we have said. Every time a meeting is organized, all members of the group must be aware of the purpose of the meetings. Apart of that, many people suggest the group leader to keep meeting in short order to ensure that they are always follow up and track. For the example, the time of meeting should not more than 1 hour. Every member must prepare information and details for their group mate, which be discussed during the meeting, and member must always finish on the time to keep the meeting moving forward. This strategy is still one of the most successful way to communicate within a group mate. Second way to have an effective group communication is active listening. In the communicate process, listening refers to the ability to accurately receive and interpret message. Without the ability to listen well, information are easily misunderstood. Listening is a key to communicate to build trust and respect. When we listen to other members' ideas, we will get more information and complete all the group projects in shortest time. One of the successful leaders and entrepreneurs credited their success to listening skill. He is Richard Branson. He routinely mentioned listening as one of the main factors behind success of the third way to have an effective group communicate is one-to-one interaction. This is because in those situations, every person have a different idea and information. At times, sensitive issues arise that need to be handled. So, one-to-one interaction are the best way to avoid miscommunication with each other. This type of conversation also help to create trust by allowing you get more honest feedback and understand others' person perspective. The way to have an effective group communication is progress update. Each group project or teamwork should have a deadline and certain objectives that must be clearly communicated with other group members. Without effective group communication, deadline can be missed. Other members will get frustrated, which may negatively affect our results. Once we created our group, a group leader be sure to promptly update us whenever a new goal is set or a deadline has been changed. For the example, when we are doing a group assignment, we need to regular progress update to our group leader and the group. The last way to have an effective group communication is encourage feedback. In every assignment, feedback can help to improve and enhance. It is valuable information to use for make important decisions. Feedback is a tool for continued learning. Because of when we accept other person's feedback, we can improve ourselves and learn from mistakes. Kinesics is one of the non-verbal communication. It is referred to study of hand, arm, body, and face movement. Besides, haptics is a part of human social development, and it can be watching or trading. Several types of touch are included: functional, professional, social, polite, and friendship warm. Moreover, vocalist is referred to vocal qualities that go along with verbal message, such as pitch, volume, rate, vocal qualities, and verbal filler. Pitch is referred to convey the intensity of message. Volume is referred to soft or loud of volume. Verbal filler refer to sound that will fill gaps such as okay, like. Furthermore, proxemics is referred to how space and distance influence communication. It is depend to the situation and the relationship. Proxemics can classify to 4 classes, which is public zone, social space, personal space, and intimate space. In addition, chronomics refer to how time affect communication. The time that will affect communication is biological time, personal time, physical time, and cultural time. All of these were related to our daily cycle, mood, interest, personal plan, and how large group of people view and mix cycle of days. The face and eyes are the main point of focus during communication. Because of we can use eye contact to signal to others that we are ready to speak or we use it to cue others to speak. Well, that's all from me. Thank you so much for your time. And now I will pass the mic to my groupmate Boon Chang. He will further this presentation with describe 5 ways of non-verbal communication.
Hi everyone, I am Boon Chang. Now I will explain the 5 ways of nonverbal communication. Touch is one of the ways of nonverbal communication. It's most typically used to express support or comfort. For example, when a friend feels disappointed, we will place our hand on his shoulder to show our support. Next, facial expressions are one of the most common ways of nonverbal communication. People will be able to transmit emotion or information by using their brows, lips, eyes, and facial movements. For instance, if someone is surprised, they may raise their brows and widen their eyes. Furthermore, eye contact is a particularly important type of nonverbal communication. Many things may be communicated by the way you look at someone, including attention, affection, animosity, or desire. Maintaining eye contact is also important for keeping the discussion flowing and measuring the other person's attention and response. For instance, looking down at the ground or at the floor when looking away from someone might show disinterest and disrespect. Moreover, space is another way of nonverbal communication. Distance between yourself and others around you may express messages about your degree of comfort, the importance of the topic, your willingness to exit or connect with others, and more. People also communicate with others via space and the value we place of it by giving signals or indications about it. For example, we always remain 2 or 3 feet apart to respect other boundaries. Lastly, movement is also the way of nonverbal communication. Walking swiftly or slowly, standing and sitting may all send various messages to onlookers depending on how you move your arms and legs. For example, in a meeting, sitting still and paying attention demonstrates respect and attention. That's all from me. And now I will pass to my friend Jocelyn. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Jocelyn Chua, and today I would like to share of my part that is the importance of the body language. For me, body language is important because it helps us understand and decode what other people are saying. Body language also aids in the interpretation of people's moods and emotion. Aside from that, it improves our conscious understanding of what other people are saying and how others react what we say and how we say. Besides this, the way someone positions their body in relation to the situation, the environment, and how they're feeling, and we can know from the body language. To communicate clearly and effective, body language is frequency paired with spoken signal. Body language is one of the most important aspects of communication in many situations. Next, can body language considered as a communication? For me, body language can absolutely be considered as communication because body language is a form of non-verbal communication that includes our posture, gesture, and movement. It's just as important as verbal communication, but we usually don't think about it when we are talking or presenting. No matter how engaging and interesting a speech is, if the speaker is displaying negative body language signal, the audience is less likely to pay attention to what they are saying. Similarly, if you are having a conversation with someone and your body language is disengaged, it may appear as if you are uninterested in what they are saying, even if you are listening. Last, the 3 suggestions to improve communication skill. First, that is keep a positive attitude and a friendly smile. Because positive attitude will come through and other person will observe, just like when you communicate with others. If you have a positive smile, they will receive it and they will feel it. You are paying attention when you're speaking with them. And next, that is body language. This is a critical for person who meeting and video or they are conferencing. For example, when we are presenting something, our body language is very important because it can feel that you are really pay attention to present a thing and you are very seriously to talk with other people. And last, that is be brief but specific. Practice being brief yet specific enough in your written and verbal communication so that the people understand what you are trying to say. You need to practice before you are speaking and you are start to communicate with person, because this also can improve your communication skill. Thank you.